Welcome back, coin lovers, collectors, and curious treasure hunters. If you're holding onto an old 20-cent coin from Australia, minted in top 4 first up the year 1980, with Queen Elizabeth II on the obverse, then don't move an inch. Because today, we're diving deep into one of the hidden gems of Australian coinage that could surprise you with its true collector value. From mint marks, to errors, to auction market sales, and its condition grading, this 1980 Australian 20-cent piece might just be worth more than you think. Moneybag, stay tuned to learn how a coin you might have forgotten could actually fetch you big bucks. Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you don't miss our next treasure hunting adventure. Let's begin. So, let's rewind time and step back into the world of 1980s Australia. The 20-cent coin was first introduced in 1966, replacing the florin during the decimalization of Australian currency. By 1980, the 20-cent coin had become a widely circulated denomination, used in everything from public phones to ice cream trucks to bus fare. But what makes the 1980 issue so special? Backhand index pointing right, this coin was minted during the reign of Queen Elizabeth II, featuring her second official portrait on the obverse, created by Arnold Machin, a sculptor whose work is seen on many Commonwealth coins. The reverse of the coin showcases the iconic platypus design, gracefully swimming, a masterpiece crafted by Stuart Devlin, the famous Australian goldsmith and jeweler to the Queen. Now, let's dig into the minting specifics. In 1980, 3 major mints were involved in striking the 20-cent coin. Royal Australian Mint, Canberra, no mint mark. Royal Mint, London, UK, C mint mark. Royal Mint, Lantercent, Wales, S mint mark. Yes, you heard that right. There were coins minted outside Australia during that time, due to increasing coin demand and production outsourcing. Direct hit, here's how to identify the mint mark. Look closely beneath the platypus tail. You may see a tiny C or S. This identifies the mint. If no letter is present, it was minted in Canberra. Gemstone, the C and S mint marks are rarer and more collectible compared to the standard mint with no mark. According to collectors, the S mint-marked coins are especially harder to find in higher grades and can command higher premiums in the auction market. Let's appreciate the beauty of this coin for a moment. Obverse front. The coin features a mature, right-facing portrait of Queen Elizabeth II wearing the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara. Surrounding text: Elizabeth II, Australia, 1980. Reverse back. A beautifully detailed platypus, surrounded by swirling water. The denomination 20 is prominently centered. Green circle material: copper-nickel alloy, 75% copper, 25% nickel. Green circle diameter: 28.52 millimeters. Green circle weight: 11.31 grams. Green circle edge: milled reeded. These specs have remained mostly consistent throughout the decades for Australian 20-cent coins. Now, let's talk about what really excites coin hunters: errors and valuable varieties. Round pushpin, here are some known valuable error types for the 1980 20-cent. Off-center strikes. If the coin is noticeably off-center, especially with a visible blank rim, collectors may pay over $100 to $300 depending on degree. Clipped planchet. This occurs when a part of the metal blank is missing. These have sold for over $150 plus. Double strikes. Coins that were struck twice or more are super rare. These can go well over $200, $500 at auctions. Cut errors. Extra metal blobs near the rim or lettering can make these coins highly desirable. Wrong planchet errors. A few have been struck on 10-cent or 5-cent planchets. These extremely rare types are auction blockbusters and may go for thousands depending on condition. Always check your coin's rim, edge, and both sides with a magnifier. Any strange anomalies could mean you have a gold mine. Now, let's break down the value based on the coin's condition and mint mark. Receipt condition is everything. Here's what you might expect. Condition: grade no mint mark, C mint mark, S mint mark circulated, fine VF, $0.30. $1 $0.50, $2 $1, $3 extremely fine YEF, $1, $2.50 $2, $5 $4, $7 about uncirculated AU, $2, $5, $5, $10, $8, $15 uncirculated, mint state, $8, $12, $15, $30, $25, $50 plus proof, /high grade error end, /a $50, $200, $200, $2,000 plus. Chart increasing key insight. Coins in MS65 plus condition from the S, mint, or with known errors can command premium collector prices, especially at numismatic auctions. Let's highlight a few real auction results to give you an idea of what's possible. Yellow Circle and MS67S, mint 1980 20 cents sold for 370 Australian dollars at a public auction in Melbourne. Yellow Circle A 1980 20 cent with double strike error went for 510 Australian dollars online via Noble Numismatics. Yellow Circle, a proof strike sample from a collector's estate, minted in the UK with a C mint mark, was sold for 1,200 Australian dollars due to rarity and preserved condition. Remember, coins certified and slabbed by reputable grading services like PeaceGS or NGC are often more desirable and fetch higher prices. So, how do you know if your 1980 20 cent coin is valuable? Magnifying glass tilted right, follow these steps. Check for a mint mark under the platypus. Examine the surface for scratches, wear, or toning. Inspect both sides under light. Look for doubling, off-centering, or planchet flaws. Use a scale. Make sure it weighs 11.31 grams. Any deviation might mean an error. Compare with high-resolution photos from collector websites or eBay sold listings. Submit for grading if you suspect it's valuable or rare. If you think you've got a winner, here's how to make the most of it. Lightbulb Option 1. Auction houses. Try Noble Numismatics or Downey's for high-value, graded coins. Lightbulb Option 2. eBay/Etsy. List with clear images and description. Start with Buy It Now or an auction format. Lightbulb Option 3. Local collectors/coin shows. Great for networking and sometimes better deals without fees. Lightbulb Option 4. Facebook Marketplace or coin groups. Sell directly to interested buyers, but always verify the payment method. Let's end with some fascinating trivia. Glow showing Europe, Africa, over 40 million 20-cent coins were minted in 1980, making them common in circulation, but rare in mint state. United Kingdom, the outsourcing of minting to the UK Royal Mint was a temporary solution to supply shortages, but it left us with rare variants. DNA, each coin tells a story, not just about money, but about history, politics, and craftsmanship. And that wraps up today's deep dive into the 1980 Australian 20-cent coin featuring Queen Elizabeth II. Backhand index pointing right. Whether you're a seasoned collector or a curious beginner, check your coin jars, old wallets, and vintage collections. You just might be holding a small fortune. Speech balloon comment below. Have you found a rare 20-cent coin before? Got questions about mint marks or errors? Drop them below. I reply to every comment. Until next time, happy collecting and keep searching for treasure. Watch next. Most valuable Australian 50-cent coins ever sold. Right arrow, don't miss. Hidden rare errors in Australian coins you didn't know. Next up. Today, we're diving deep into one of Australia's most circulated yet increasingly collectible coins, the 1981 Australia 20-cent featuring Queen Elizabeth II. Is it just pocket change? Or could it be worth a fortune? You're about to find out. So, grab your coin collection and let's uncover its secrets. Let's begin with a little history. The Australian 20-cent coin was introduced in 1966 during the switch from pounds to decimal currency, a monumental change in Australia's financial history. The 20 cent replaced the old florin and became one of the most practical denominations in daily use. The coin features two sides, known in numismatic terms as the obverse and reverse. The obverse, or heads side, of the 1981 20-cent features the third portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, created by British sculptor Arnold Machin. It shows Her Majesty facing right, wearing the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara. This portrait was widely used throughout the Commonwealth from 1966 to the late 1980s. The reverse, or tails side, showcases the iconic image of the Australian platypus, designed by Stuart Devlin, a renowned goldsmith and coin designer. This creature, native to Australia, has become symbolic of the country's unique biodiversity. The image captures the platypus swimming, surrounded by flowing water, symbolizing fluidity, nature, and modern Australian identity. Now, let's zero in on the year 1981. A lot was happening in Australia. Inflation was rising, interest rates were climbing, and the economy was shifting. This had a direct impact on coin production. In 1981, over 81 million 20-cent coins were minted in total, but not all were minted in Australia. That year, due to an overload at the Royal Australian Mint in Canberra, Australia outsourced some of its 20-cent coin production to foreign mints, specifically the Royal Mint in Lantercent, Wales, and the Royal Canadian Mint. Yes, that's right, not all 1981 20-cent coins were created on Australian soil. This outsourcing led to one of the most fascinating quirks in Australian numismatics: mint mark varieties and subtle design differences among the coins produced in different countries. So, what are the varieties? These are the standard 20-cent coins minted in Australia. Most circulated coins from this year fall into this category. No visible mint mark. Some coins bear a tiny L to indicate production in London. These are relatively scarce in circulated condition in Australia, highly sought after by collectors due to limited release. Some coins show a smalled beneath the platypus on the reverse. This indicates Canadian minting. These coins can exhibit slightly different finishing and metal tone. Also considered collectible, especially in uncirculated or high-grade condition. Direct hit: the presence of a mint mark or the subtle lack of one can drastically affect the coin's value in today's collector's market. Let's now break down the technical and physical specifications of a 1981 20-cent coin. Diameter: 28.52 millimeters. Weight: 11.31 grams. Metal composition: 75% copper and 25% nickel, commonly called cupronickel. Edge milled. Shape: circular. Designer: obverse Arnold Mackin. Designer: reverse Stuart Devlin. These specifications haven't changed much over the years, making 1981 coins visually and tactily similar to more modern issues. However, trained eyes, especially those of collectors, can detect minute differences that make all the difference. One of the most notable design differences in foreign minted coins lies in the strike quality. Coins minted in Canada tend to have a sharper relief, and the details of the platypus are sometimes better defined. The rim and edge milling, slightly more refined on foreign issues. The metal finish, a glossier or more matte appearance depending on the mint. Now comes the part everyone loves: the rare errors and high-value coins. Here are some known valuable varieties and errors associated with the 1981 Australia 20-cent coin. 1. Double strike error. These are coins that were struck more than once during minting, creating a ghostly double image, especially on the platypus or the queen's portrait. Value: up to $200 to $800 depending on severity and condition. 2. Off-center strike. These coins have the design shifted slightly off the center, with part of the blink planchet still visible. Very rare for this year. Value: $150 to $600. 3. Cut error. A cut is an area where a piece of the die has broken off, creating a blob of extra metal on the coin. Value: $100 to $500. 4. Canadian Mint variety. These are highly desirable if found in high grade, especially in uncirculated condition or graded by third-party services like PCGS or NGC. Value: $50 to $300 plus, depending on condition and visibility of the die. 5. Proof-like finish coins. Occasionally, coins with an unusually high level of mirror-like finish surface enter circulation. These may have come from specimen or proof-like sets. Value: $100 plus. So, what's your 1981 20-cent coin worth today? For most circulated examples, the value is usually between 20 cents and $2. However, certain varieties and high-grade specimens can fetch much more. Backhand index pointing, right? Let's look at market price estimates. Type condition estimated value, USD. Regular Canberra mint circulated $0.20, $1.00 Royal Mint L. Very fine plus $3, $10 Royal Canadian. Extra fine $5, $20 Canadian Mint. Uncirculated $25, $80 error coin. CUD / double strike. Good error quality $100. $800 proof, like / graded piece GS-MS 65 or higher $150, $300 plus. Light bulb tip for collectors. Always look for mint luster, minimal wear, and sharp edges. These factors significantly increase the value of your coin. If you think you've got a valuable 1981 20-cent, here's what you can do. Camera with flash, take clear photos, both sides, especially if there's a mint mark or error. Test tube check for grading. Consider sending it to PieceGS or NGC. Shopping cart list on eBay, Facebook Marketplace, or numismatic forums like Coin Community or All Coin Values. Classical building. Visit local coin dealers or auctions like Noble Numismatics in Australia. Remember, presentation is key. Clean your coins? No. Never clean coins. It can destroy their value. Keep them in safe, dry containers, preferably in mylar flips or plastic holders. The 1981 20-cent coin is a remarkable piece of Australian history. While it might seem ordinary, its mint mark varieties, foreign production, and rare error coins make it highly collectible. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or just someone digging through a jar of old coins, keep your eyes peeled. You might be sitting on a hidden gem. Studio microphone. So, what's in your wallet? Could your next 20-cent coin be worth hundreds of dollars? Let us know in the comments below if you've found one of these rare beauties. Next up, have you ever held a coin that could be worth hundreds, even thousands of dollars? Well, today we're diving deep into one of Australia's iconic coins, the 1998 20-cent coin featuring Queen Elizabeth II. But this isn't just pocket change. Some rare versions with specific mint marks are making waves in the collector's market. Stay tuned, because what's hiding in your piggy bank could be a small fortune. Studio microphone. Let's take a step back into the fascinating history of Australian coinage. The 20-cent coin was first introduced in 1966 when Australia transitioned from the British imperial currency system to the modern decimal system. This was a monumental shift in Australian monetary history. The 20-cent coin quickly became a staple in everyday transactions. Its design was iconic, a platypus, Australia's beloved semi-aquatic mammal, gracefully swimming beneath rippling water, designed by the brilliant Stuart Devlin. Fast forward to 1998, the year this specific coin was struck. While 1998 was a quiet year politically in Australia, numismatically, it became quite significant due to subtle changes in minting practices and design details, including mint marks, which we'll talk about shortly. Studio microphone. Now, let's look at the physical details of the 1998 20-cent coin. If you're holding one in your hand, here's what you'll see. Obverse. Front. This side features the portrait of Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Ian Rank Broadley. His design debuted in 1998, making this coin the first 20C coin in circulation to carry this new effigy. This updated portrait is more realistic, showing the Queen wearing the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara. Reverse. Back. The reverse remains consistent with previous years. Stuart Devlin's classic depiction of the platypus swimming, a graceful image capturing Australia's native wildlife. Composition. The coin is composed of 75% copper and 25% nickel. Diameter, 28.52 millimeters. Weight, 11.31 grams. Edge, milled edge, fine ridges all around. But what really gets collectors excited are the special mint mark versions released for this coin in 1998. Studio microphone. 1998 wasn't just another year. It was the year Australia's Royal Mint released commemorative and collector versions of the 20C coin with special mint marks. These were not general circulation coins. Instead, they were part of promotional and collector sets and often minted in uncirculated or proof condition. Here's what you need to know. S. Mint mark. These coins were struck at the Sydney Royal Easter Show and are often labeled as show coins. This mint mark was highly limited and issued for educational and promotional purposes. C. Mint mark. stands for Canberra, struck at the Royal Australian Mint and typically found in collector sets or mint mark packs. M. Mint mark stands for Melbourne, issued at the Melbourne Coin Fair. B. Mint mark stands for Brisbane, another limited edition aimed at collectors. These mint mark coins often came in specially packaged coin cards or proof-like finishes and were sold at events or through the mint directly. These small letters, often overlooked, can drastically increase a coin's value depending on condition and scarcity. Studio microphone. Let's talk numbers, because rarity is everything in coin collecting. Regular circulation 1998 20C coins. No mint mark. These were produced in massive numbers. Over 90 million were minted, so in circulated condition, they're typically worth only face value. But the mint mark versions? Totally different story. Here are some rough estimated mintage figures for the collector coins. 1998 S mint mark, Sydney show approximately 20,000 to 25,000. 1998 C mint mark, Canberra around 50,000. 1998 M mint mark, Melbourne estimated 30,000. 1998 B mint mark, Brisbane rarest of the group, less than 20,000 estimated. These numbers can vary depending on packaging and finish, but you get the idea. These coins are far more limited than the regular issue. Studio microphone. Now to the juicy part. How much are these coins actually worth? Let's break it down by type and condition. Small blue diamond regular 1998 circulated 20C coin, no mint mark. In circulated condition, 20 cents face value. In uncirculated condition, up to $5 Australian. Small blue diamond 1998 S mint mark. Uncirculated, $30 to $70 Australian. In original show packaging or card, $80 to $120 Australian. Proof versions or sets, even higher, $150 plus AUD. Small blue diamond 1998 C mint mark. Standard, $25 to $60 Australian. In presentation packs, $80 plus AUD. Small blue diamond 1998 M and B mint marks. These are even more scarce, especially the B. Prices can range from $50 to $150 Australian depending on condition, and some graded examples have gone up to $300 at specialized auctions. In USD, rare mint mark versions can go $4, 100, 200, especially in American collector markets where Australian coins are gaining popularity. Studio microphone. Want to know if your 1998 coin is valuable? Here's a checklist to help. White heavy checkmark, check the obverse design. Does it feature the Ian Rank Broadley portrait? That confirms it's 1998. White heavy checkmark, look for mint marks. Inspect the reverse near the bottom or rim. The mint mark, S, C, M, or B, will usually be a small raised letter. White heavy check mark, check condition. Uncirculated or proof coins are more valuable. Look for original luster, no scratches, and clear detail. White heavy check mark packaging. Coins in original collector cards or folders from 1998 events are more desirable. White heavy checkmark grading. Professional grading like PCGS or NGC can significantly increase value, especially for top grades like MS 68 or MS 69. Studio microphone. If you're just getting into coin collecting or focusing on Australian decimal coins, here are a few tips. Pushpin, start with known dealers. Buy mint mark coins from reputable sellers or coin fairs. Pushpin, use protective holders. Store your coins in 2x2 holders or acid-free sleeves to avoid damage. Pushpin, join online communities. There are great Aussie coin collecting groups on Facebook and Reddit. Pushpin, be aware of fakes. Some unscrupulous sellers have tried to etch fake mint marks onto regular coins. Always research and, when in doubt, get it appraised. Pushpin, track auctions. Sites like eBay, Noble Numismatics, and Downey's give insight into current prices. Lightbulb, did you know? The platypus reverse design has been used since 1966 without any major changes. Ian Rank Broadley, who designed the 1998 Queen's portrait, is the same artist responsible for several British coin effigies of Elizabeth II. Mint-marked coins from this year were part of a broader campaign to boost coin collecting interest in the late 90s, and it worked. Studio microphone. So, whether you're a seasoned numismatist or a beginner going through old coin jars at home, the 1998 Australian 20-cent coin is one to watch. Especially those rare mint-mark versions. They carry more than just metal value. They're little pieces of history, art, and investment potential. If you come across a 1998 V or S mint-mark coin, don't spend it. That coin could be worth way more than 20 cents. Collecting isn't just about profit. It's about passion, history, and preservation. Outro 28:01 to 30:00. Clapperboard studio microphone. Loudspeaker. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 1998 Australia 20-cent coin, smash that like button, subscribe for more rare coin discoveries, and hit the bell so you never miss an upload. Speech Balloon got a 1998 coin with a mint mark? Drop a comment below. We'd love to hear your coin stories. Movie camera until next time. Keep collecting, keep discovering, and who knows, your next coin might just be worth a fortune. Next up today, we explore the fascinating story of the 20-cent Australia EIizabeth II coin from 1999, a coin that collectors are now eyeing for its surprising significance, historical background, and potential value. Don't spend it before you know what you have. Your one-stop destination for all things rare coins, numismatic mysteries, and hidden treasures that might be sitting right in your pocket right now. If you love hunting for rare coins, understanding the stories behind them, and discovering their market value, then make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss an update. Today's coin under the spotlight, the 1999 20-cent coin of Australia, bearing the regal image of Queen Elizabeth II. Let's take a deep dive into its origin, design, mint mark mysteries, and the current market demand. 1999 was a pivotal year in Australia. As the country prepared for the new millennium, it was also steeped in debate over whether to remain a constitutional monarchy or become a republic. The 1999 referendum, held on November 6th, was a defining political moment. The 20-cent coin minted that year carries more than just the image of a monarch. It represents a country on the brink of change, at a cultural crossroads. This context adds an extra layer of significance to the coin, especially for collectors who value coins not just for their metal, but for the moments in history they capture. Let's begin with the obverse side, or heads side of the coin. This side features the effigy of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Ian Rank Broadley, whose initials, IRB, can be seen just below the neckline of the Queen. This portrait was introduced in 1998 and remained on Australian coins for many years. Rank Broadley's version is known for being more realistic and mature, showing the Queen wearing the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara, a piece she was often photographed in. This particular portrait was part of Australia's effort to modernize the coinage design while still honoring its ties to the Commonwealth. On the reverse side is one of Australia's most beloved national animals, the platypus, designed by Stuart Devlin, the Royal Australian Mint's goldsmith and designer. This design has remained virtually unchanged since decimalisation in 1966 and is considered one of the most iconic in Australian numismatics. The platypus swims gracefully through rippling waters, and above it is the denomination, 20 cents. Though the reverse remained the same in 1999, the real intrigue lies in the details, specifically the mint mark, the die variations, and the production numbers. The 1999 20-cent coin was struck at the Royal Australian Mint, RAM, in Canberra, but some versions also bear special mint marks, created for collector sets or commemorative purposes. Let's break it down. Standard circulation coin, no mint mark. These were produced for everyday use. Most common and widely circulated. Mint set coins. Packaged in annual coin sets. Higher quality strikes, often uncirculated or proof. Mint mark coins such as C, S, or M, created as part of special sets or souvenir strikes. Some were made at events like coin fairs, royal shows, or released in postal numismatic covers. C. Mint mark stands for Canberra. These are often struck in superior condition and have lower mintage, adding to their collectability. While most 1999 20-cent coins in circulation won't have a mint mark, special strikes with mint marks or in proof condition can be far more valuable to collectors. One of the main factors influencing a coin's value is its mintage, the number of coins produced. Here's what we know about the 1999 20-cent coin. Standard circulation coins, estimated at 129.6 million. Special edition/mint mark strikes, often less than 10,000 for event-specific issues. While the standard coin is very common, coins from mint sets or with mint marks like C or S are far more limited. Want to know if your 1999 coin is valuable? Here's what to look for. Mint mark. Look closely if your coin has a small C, S, or another letter near the queen's neck or below the platypus. It's a limited edition strike. Proof or uncirculated condition. Sharp detail, mirror-like background, no scratches or wear. Packaging. If your coin came in a special Royal Australian Mint set or postal numismatic cover, it may be worth significantly more. Errors and varieties. Always inspect for off-center strikes, double dies, clipped planchets, cuds, or die cracks. Some 1999 20-cent coins with striking errors have sold for hundreds of dollars. Let's talk dollars. Here are real market insights as of 2025. Standard 1999 20-cent in circulated condition, usually worth face value or 30 cents to $1 if in decent shape. Uncirculated from mint set, $5 to $10. Proof coin from annual proof set, $15 to $30. Coins with C mint mark from show bags or PNCs, $20 to $50. Error coins, e.g., off-center or clipped $100 to $300, depending on rarity. Graded coins, MS, $66 and above $50 to $150 plus on sites like eBay, heritage auctions, and specialized numismatic retailers. Remember, condition is everything. A coin in mint state, MS, 65 or above, fetches far more than a worn pocket change version. Before selling or insuring your coin, it's vital to confirm its authenticity and grade. You can use a magnifying glass or digital microscope to examine details. Compare with images from the Royal Australian Mint or PCGS. Submit the coin to professional grading services like PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Company, Annex. These services will certify the coin's grade and authenticity, which significantly boosts value when selling. The platypus design has remained unchanged for nearly 60 years, a record in Australian coin history. Ian Rank Broadley's portrait of the Queen appeared on coins in more than 30 Commonwealth countries. Some Australian school kids used to call this coin the platy because of the platypus on the back. If you're looking to buy or sell a 1999 20-cent coin, consider eBay Australia and eBay US, Numismatic Dealers Association of Australia, ANDA, Facebook collector groups, heritage auctions, local coin shops. Always compare prices and check the reputation of the seller. Graded coins often fetch better prices, so consider having your coin professionally graded. So, what's the verdict? If you have a standard, circulated 1999 20-cent coin, it may not make you rich, but it's still a piece of Australia's rich history. However, if you've got a mint mark coin, a proof version, or a rare error, it's absolutely worth holding on to, or even getting appraised. These can sell for 10x to 100x their face value, especially among niche collectors. Coins like this remind us that treasures don't always come in gold. They often lie quietly in your pocket change. That's it for today's deep dive into the 1999 Australian 20-cent Queen Elizabeth II coin. Check your old change jars, mint sets, and coin folders. You never know what treasures are waiting. Have you found a rare coin recently? Drop a comment below and share your story. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and click the bell so you never miss another coin treasure hunt.